Taste of Miami Carnival. So we're going to get over into that. We've got a few videos to look at, and of course we'll go over to the AI breakdown just to get a little bit more information. But let's jump over into it and see what our thoughts are.
Off the top at noon, a night of celebration turning into chaos. We're hearing from people about the moment shots are fired at the Taste of Miami Carnival right there in Little Haiti. Good afternoon, I'm Erica Gonzalez. I'm in for Naja Sherman. 2 men and a woman were shot. One of the men died. CBS News Miami's Maribel Rodriguez is your reporter joining us live from the scene with the latest. Maribel.
Well, Erica, we spoke with one woman who says it was absolutely terrifying. She says one moment they were celebrating, they were having a great time watching a concert, and the next minute shots rang out and everyone, including herself, was running for cover.
It was very chaotic.
That's how this woman who goes by Mrs. K describes the scene at the Taste of Miami Carnival after shots rang out.
People was just running, screaming, jumping on each other, just trying to get away from the gunshots.
The shooting happened just after 11 o'clock Sunday night in Little Haiti. People were out celebrating the Caribbean culture at a street festival with food and music when it took a tragic turn.
Nice vibe, good energy, and then we heard the gunshot.
Police say they received a shot spotter alert near the main stage. They rushed there and found 3 people with gunshot wounds, 2 men and a woman. This video shows the moments after the shooting on Northeast 2nd Avenue and 62nd Street.
It was 2 gunshots. I didn't see anything. When I turned around, I saw a young guy laying. He was just unresponsive.
Ms. K was caught in the middle of the chaos.
I fell down on people just trying to recover from the whole incident. And that was it. And then it was a pause, and then it was another 2 shots.
All 3 were transported to Ryder Trauma Center, where investigators say one of the men died.
It feels like it's happening more often nowadays. I don't know if it's just the media coverage or if it's just the internet being bigger than it ever was. We're hearing more about just normal celebrations going on where it's ending up in tragedy, where someone's either pulling out a gun, getting upset, or just in general, it's just some kind of street beef where it ends up hurting the innocent people who are just trying to have a good time. At the end of the day, now you gotta keep your head on a swivel, like I always say, and be prepared for the possibility that something does go terribly wrong. Which is, I don't know if that's something that people should be looking forward to, or let's keep going into this video though.
So flying, you don't know where it's going to hit. 3 people, I heard 3 people got hurt from it. So, just fortunate, thank God, spared my life. And the name of the 3 victims have not been released. We're told the 2 who do remain in the hospital are in stable condition. Now, police tell us this investigation is ongoing as of this point right now. No one is in custody. Now, we have reached out to Commissioner King. She sponsored this event for her statement, but are waiting to hear back. We're live in...
Well, I looked at the AI breakdown, and it is 1 victim that has been confirmed. But let's get over into, it looks like a video was released of the festival when this all took place. So let's get over into it.
Developing at noon, celebrations turning deadly after a shooting at the Taste of Miami Carnival. 1 person was killed and 2 others injured after gunfire erupted near the main stage of that event. Local 10's Trent Kelly is live right there at that scene. He has reaction from witnesses who heard the gunshots. Trent.
Yeah, that's right. We know that shooting happened towards the tail end of that event last night, just behind me here near the event's main stage, right as a concert was going on. Witnesses hearing between 4 and 5 gunshots. In the end, 1 man would die, another man and a woman were injured as well. Festivities celebrating culture taking a deadly turn after 3 people were shot, one of them later dying at the Taste of Miami Carnival event in Little Haiti Sunday night. The gunfire erupting towards the end of the event around 11:20 last night near the corner of Northeast 62nd Street and 2nd Avenue. Police rushing towards the scene after getting an alert from one of their ShotSpotter gunfire detection devices. By the time they arrived, officers found 3 people who had been shot near the event's main stage. Paramedics rushing all 3 victims to Jackson Memorial's Ryder Trauma Center, where 1 later died. cell phone video showing the aftermath, clothing and shoes scattered across the pavement, with one of the victims seen on the ground being treated by paramedics.
Well, it was 2 gunshots. I didn't see anything.
Local 10 speaking to a witness who was near the area where the shooting took place and heard the deadly shots. She describes the chaotic moments that followed.
When I turned around, I saw a young guy laying, he was just unresponsive, wasn't responsive. People was running all over, and I fell down on people just trying to recover from the whole incident, and that was it. And then it was a pause, and then it was another 2 shots or so, 3 shots.
Now that y'all gotta remember, a lot of times the fleeing and the running away can be just as deadly as the shootings. People get trampled. People aren't going to care about who's in their way, and they're going to knock people over and then just stomp on them trying to get away. It can be a tragic scene. Let's keep going into this.
And we're told those 2 surviving victims were in a stable condition at the hospital at last check. So far, they have not been identified. Police have not announced any arrests in this case so far, but we are expecting to get an update from investigators later this afternoon. We'll let you know.
Now, the real question is, will they truly be able to catch the suspects? Now, I did see in the AI breakdown that one of the victims has been named. So let's get over into the AI breakdown and see what else we can find out about this whole situation. So as we know, the 2nd annual Taste of Miami Carnival in Little Haiti neighborhood had a shooting in April 12, 2026. Gunfire erupted around 11:30 p.m. on the Northeast 2nd Avenue and Northeast 62nd Street. Reported they got the shot spotter alerts. So the victim information, this is what we want to get over into. So all of them were rushed to the Jackson Memorial Hospital, where we have Kitchener Sinrell, I might be saying his name wrong, I'm sorry, suffered a gunshot wound to the chest and was later pronounced dead at the hospital. So that is the man who died. And then we got another adult male who suffered a gunshot wound to the abdomen and backside, reported to be in stable condition. And then we got an adult female who suffered a gunshot wound to the leg, reportedly to be in stable condition. And as of right now, like they said, no suspects are in custody. The police have not yet identified any motive to the shooting, and detectives had cleared the scene, though some police presence remains in the area. It seemed like it's getting more and more common that events, it'd be the last event you'll think that it will happen at, where a shooting happens. We don't know the reason for the shooting, but then it takes them a long time to even find the suspect. Hopefully they will find him. Hopefully we understand why he did it. If it was some kind of street beef, if it was just some kind of, he was angry at somebody, or if he truly just wanted to cause terror and just shot indiscriminately. The world is becoming crazier and crazier, and we have to be able to keep our head on the swivel and look at these situations to just know how to move. If you are allowed to carry protection, I would suggest carrying protection. I carry my firearm, and as long as you are trained and know how to use it, carry your firearm and be prepared to protect yourself. But sometimes that might not even be enough. Let me know your thoughts on that situation, y'all. Let me know how you feel about it.